Is that a plane flying through the drones?
Can I get out? That's the question.
YouTube. So, first things first, I'm a little injured right now. One is a couple of months ago, I was cleaning out a trash compactor in the house, and I'm wiping it, and I do things 100%, which I did, and there was apparently a piece of broken glass in the compactor. It sliced my pinky open, and it really hurt a lot, and I thought, this doesn't feel right, but you know me, I'm like, whatever, right? So I washed it and I bandaged it. Well, when it heals, every time I touch it, it feels like there's something in there. Guess what? There was. The x-ray was a rather large shard of glass right next to the bone, the artery, and the nerve there, and a smaller piece of glass. So I just had surgery to have that removed. So I've got 4 or 5 stitches. This one, and I don't know why, but when they put the IV in for the surgery, they put it in on my wrist. And I don't know if it irritated my wrist or what, but the ligament for the thumb is on fire. When I move my thumb, I can feel the ligament into my wrist moving. So I'm a little banged up right now. But on to bigger and better things. I had the experience of a lifetime a little while ago. A month ago? Was it a month ago? A wonderful, caring, humanitarian of a friend who shall remain nameless.
You know how to live life, my friend.
Called me up and said, hey, this is months ago. Hey, I got a surprise for the team. I got tickets to the Austin F1 race. I'm renting a private jet. We're also renting a ranch. I was like, okay, that sounds awesome. This has been months of the planning, and the fateful day finally came. We drove out to the private airport, flew out on a 8-passenger jet, which was really, I gotta tell you, it was awesome.
That's our plane. And you got an off-camber sticker we can put on. I thought about bringing one. I don't think the FAA would appreciate that. The only way to do Formula One. Pretty cool, huh? Super excited. Formula One. Yeah, whatever. Come on, Tony, don't be so excited.
It's a lot.
It is, it's awesome. Shall we go in?
What do you think? The next endeavor?
Oh, that's cool.
I'm like, I don't think I survive when I go off now.
Pretty cool. I know.
You knew that.
We are going to be taking off shortly. The view over here. Isn't that pretty?
Maya, practice. Practice while we're away.
No. Landing in Texas.
Got to Austin.
Just got off the plane in Texas, 120. Yeehaw. Walking in.
We stopped off this really good barbecue place. You ever had these things called burnt ends? If you haven't, you must have them. They're little pieces of steak, essentially, that is like barbecued and recooked or something. I'm not a chef. No, I have no idea. But they're so good. So Tony bought a bunch of burnt ends as well.
This isn't an Airbnb. This is an Airbnb ranch.
Well, we're in Texas, son. As the gate opens. This is the compound.
Let's start here.
This is the compound where we're staying. House number 1. There's a little shack over there. There's another one here. Picnic table area. This is the open picnic table area. Tony's setting up the lunch. There's the flag of Texas in the background. Yeehaw! And then the track is literally there.
You can see the grandstands from here.
That's the tower.
We got there on Thursday night? Yeah, Thursday night. After we ate the barbecue, we went downtown.
They're at a comedy club. It's called the Mothership.
Joe Rogan has a comedy club called The Mother Lode. in downtown Austin. Interesting comedy club. Basically, he has decreed anything goes. So comedians who would be potentially thrown out of another establishment can say whatever they want at the Mother Lode, and I will tell you, they do that. We attended a comedy show, it was like 5-6 comics. It was hilarious. These guys were just way too funny. The interesting thing though, I don't know if you guys have experienced this, when we went in, I thought they were collecting cell phones, and I'm not real comfortable with that. So they gave us these bags, we put our cell phones in the bag, they locked the bag electronically or something. So we couldn't get our cell phone. We were holding the cell phone, but we couldn't access it. And then when we left, they passed the device over and unlocked the bag, and we got our cell phones back. But just kind of weird. Downtown Austin, by the way, is super cool. Like, there's a lot happening on Thursday night in Austin.
This is for the off-camber life, Tony.
Oh, really?
Yes. Our entry into Cota. Look how graceful Tony is. Look at him. Oh, and he's bending over. Oh. Nicely done, Tony.
We walked the grounds as well.
We are walking toward the track. That, my friends, is the tower. Look at that thing. And yes, I am going to climb that thing tomorrow.
Yep. Are you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
100%. We are going in the tower.
I'm taking note.
In the infield in Cota. Look. We are at Cota. What does that say? A Texas-size showdown. Turn 3. There's George. Say hi, George. To the off-camber life.
You got the Texas flag behind you on?
Oh, yes. Very nice. Look. Big flag in Texas. And then the beautiful U.S. flag. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? We're taking a ride on the shuttle at Cota. This place is wild. It's huge. Grandstands. That is our seats tomorrow in the distance. Look at the plane. Tell me that's not beautiful. Look at that. Old F1 car on display, and I had to jump over and take a look at it.
In one section of the track, they had this old Formula One car. You know, you could walk and touch it and, you know.
Tell me that's not cool. Oh, the inside of an F1. What? Don't tempt me. I will jump into this thing.
I gotta do it. Like I'm here.
We just need the 3 of us to get you out of it.
I'll get out. It's always easier to beg for forgiveness than to ask for permission. Okay, well, I don't have, apparently my hips are too big. Because it ain't happening, because also because this collar's in the way, so I can't get in because the collar's holding me. Can I get out? That's the question.
I'm gonna get stuck in here.
We'll get you out. Go ahead, narrate it.
I don't know about this.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Let me go sideways.
Maybe I should turn this.
So I got out. But it was really cool to see an F1 car, even an older one like that.
By taking the collar out, you're not getting in the car. Oh well, c'est la vie. More track footage. That is turn 1. That's the front straight.
We went over on Friday morning.
Walking to the track. Hey, what do I spy there? Look at that beautiful logo.
So they have the F1 activities, which is free practice, qualifying, and the races. And then in between all of this stuff, they have other support races. So I believe they had the Porsche GT3 Cup, practice qualifying the race. We had really good seats. They were at turn 1 in the grandstands. It was really quite perfect. We could see the run up down the front straight in the turn 1, 2, and kind of 3 and 4, and then the straightaway back there.
Look at the cars go by. There's the tower. Texas music.
Two things. One, The amount of money people spend at Formula One is obscene. I would say 80 to 90% of the people who are at the track had on team gear. Not off-camber team gear like people should have, but like Ferrari and McLaren and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I looked at these stands, like these team shirts, are between like $100 to $200 something. Think about that. $100 to $200 per shirt times, I think they said there were 400,000 people passing through the gates that weekend. Like, the numbers are staggering, staggering. Food. I think I paid for a gyro, a piece of baklava, not balaclava, Maya, a baklava, okay? Not baklava, I said it wrong. A balaclava. Don't put that in the video, Maya. A balaclava, baklava, $50 for that. Like, I understand stadium pricing, but come on, F1, that's like ridiculous. The 3-day tickets, a bunch of money. All of the paraphernalia, bunch of money.
More merch, more merch, more merch. Lots of merch.
They had historics, which, by the way, I gotta tell you, in the historics, one team was running the E36 M3 GTR.
E36, baby. M3 GTR, baby.
Love that car. I gotta tell you, it was a joy to see that car run. And it ran down a lot of other people, which was really cool to watch. We actually saw the car up close and personal in the paddock.
Look, the M3 GTR, totally badass.
You all know that E36 is my beloved car. It is truly one of the greatest cars BMW has ever built in terms of performance. It's not the fastest car, but it's a razor blade of a car. For the rest of you people,
E36 M3 was a 332 IS, or it wasn't a real M car.
in an E36 M3 on track, it is a lethal track weapon, okay? Meet me any track day you want and I will show you the glory of an E36 M3, okay? So shut your mouths, every one of you. You know me, I mean, racing is what I live for. One of the things I live for. So, you know, we spent all day on Friday at the track watching the different races and, you know, seeing the different cars. It was super cool.
FP1. The Porsche Club. We just walked into the paddock. One of the guys is a friend who's racing in this. Take a look. Cool cars. Just gonna walk this way for a sec. You can see it in the back there in the dark. But these are all IMSA trailers, very similar to ours. Toward an Earth Roamer. This company makes these ridiculous trucks. What you're looking at is $1.1 million. That's not ridiculous. Carbon fiber shell, blah, blah, blah. Totally ridiculous. Here's a smaller one.
Cheap one.
Yes, the cheap one's only $875.
So if you need the slum,
There you go, right?
that's how you do it. Slum with the cheap
$875.
one.
Ridiculous, isn't it? $875. Ah! Jeez.
It's my first time to Austin, and I gotta tell you, it's super cool. The racetrack is amazing. Absolutely, truly Circuit of the Americas. Austin's huge. You know, walking the grounds was really cool.
Look at the sea of people at turn one. It's ridiculous.
Like, the amount of people there was absolutely stunning.
Look at this. Look at all the people.
Also, the tickets we had allowed us to get into like the special areas where the general population wasn't allowed. No lines, super cool. And there were some really good observational areas, you know, that we were allowed to go into.
Check that out. That is super cool. That's cool. That's cool.
This is the way the lights car is set up.
Look at all the cool race cars. We do need to keep our eyes open for that M3 GTR. I really want a picture of that. There's the blue nose. Oh. Look, another race car. Notice the Monticello sticker.
My very good friend Brian, I don't know if he was tired or he was hallucinating, but the entire weekend he made me crazy. He kept thinking he saw movie stars and famous people, and it was like in the middle of a crowd, he would like grab me and shake me and say, Mo, look, it's...
That's Daniel. I'm getting his autograph. I'm getting his autograph.
No, I don't. Brian.
Dude, I think that's, is that Carlos Sainz?
Brian, that is not, dude, that is not Carlos Sainz. Are you kidding me? Dude,
I swear to God,
Brian, I think that's box check.
Come on, that is not...
I swear to God, look at that.
That is not Carlos
Sainz. No, 1,000% that's Carlos Sainz.
Definitely not Carlos Sainz. I'm sorry, Brian.
Look, I'm getting his autograph right now. I'm getting his autograph. Yo. I think that's...
No, Brian, seriously. No, that's
right.
Way.
Did you call him?
Dude, that's not that serious.
No. Come on, let's go get his autograph.
Yo, is that?
No, it's not. Dude, you're driving me nuts all weekend. It is not. It's nobody famous. Dude, I don't think so. I really think that
I'm getting your autograph.
Dude, please don't do it.
I'm getting your autograph.
Please don't do it.
Whoa, dude. I think that's Bottas.
No way.
No,
seriously. Brian, come on, Brian, are you kidding me?
Sometimes they go incognito.
Brian, I don't think so. Dude, you're wrong. Brian,
Brian. Horn mustache and mullet.
He has a mullet, yes, but there's no way
I
valid.
swear to God, that's him. We gotta get his autograph.
He was like dead serious.
We now return to our regularly scheduled program.
M-Power. Pretty cool, huh? Look at the inboard brakes on this thing. Super cool. Guess what that is, and guess where that goes. Old race cars. Look at that.
So that was Saturday. Support races, F1 free practice, F1 qualifying.
We are walking back to the house from the track. There's so much traffic here, it is ridiculous. Having a house next to the track, the way to go. This is the game room. The guys are in there. I'm just sitting out here just talking to my lovely wife. In the background, you can hear Eminem.
They really put on a show. I mean, Formula One
Is a show.
also, gotta tell you, the one night they had Sting, I gotta tell you, your voice didn't sound so great. Again, not a singer, not a critic, but just from a guy who's listened to Sting for a million years, yeah, his voice is kind of getting a little tired. The other guy was Eminem or something.
Tonight Eminem is playing. It's like ridiculous.
He sounded pretty good, even though I don't like Eminem very much.
This place is so close, we can hear the concert. This is the amphitheater at Cota. It's a lovely night here in Texas. All right, more tomorrow. Race day. Those are all drones in the sky. Tell me that's not awesome.
How fucking crazy is this?
You can hear them.
Yeah. It's like a swarm of bees.
Yeah. Is that a plane flying through the drones? That's crazy. Can you imagine the pilot? What the hell have I got myself into?
To see so many drones that are perfectly in sync, making these images in the sky, it was amazing.
They did this for the opening games of, I think, the Chinese Olympics.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Seeing all of these, I don't know how many, 2,000 drones, it was a ridiculous number. And we could see it from the ranch. I mean, that was the amazing thing. Like all of this stuff.
What is that? That's a QR code. I wonder if it actually does anything. Look at that grid. Turn one.
The Silver Arrows didn't do so well. Russell crashed, and Lewis went off in almost the same place. Didn't crash into the wall, but went off into the sand there and basically ended his weekend. My really good friend, Mr. B, was super happy that the Ferrari guys quietly took first and second.
What happened? Are you saying that Hamilton's out?
Unfortunately, yes.
Very disappointing.
He was charging to the front, wasn't
He was. He got 5 spaces, 5 places.
Five places. And then which places? Oh, gravel track.
Big Ferrari fan. In fact, I think he's got a bit of a man crush on Charles Leclerc.
I think it's his position on the timesheets is there's like first through 20th, and then there's gravel track. And I'm pretty sure he's in.
Okay, the next Grand Prix will be better.
Of course.
The next Grand Prix will be better.
Next one.
We're looking for that one.
He's there. He's going to win.
Okay, as long as Ferrari doesn't win, we're okay. Bastard.
I'm not a Ferrari fan. Yeah, they're cool cars. Yeah, it's a cool marquee, but it just doesn't hit me. You know, I am much more for like Mercedes, McLaren, you know, some of these other teams. And, you know, I like Lewis Hamilton. I really do. You know, Lewis was having a tough time that weekend. And I was not thrilled about that. Albeit McLaren was doing really well. You know, there was still like the dicing for the driver trophy between Lando and Max. And it was interesting to watch them two dice. Lando had to beat Max, and he beat him, and then Max kind of went off the track with him, and through a technicality, Lando got a penalty, which forced him down to like 4th or 5th or whatever. So that was super disappointing. It's interesting because after that race, or since that race, there's been a bunch of discussion on changing the rules on what drivers can and cannot do in terms of forcing other people off. So I think that's a good thing for Formula One, because a certain driver, I think, really pushes that way too far. So it was interesting to watch because you could tell that Max was just kind of like, I'm just going to beat Lando. Don't care what the rest of you. As long as I beat Lando, my life is good. Still not a fan of Max, by the way. He's not a gentleman racer. He's a bit of an ass. And when someone cuts him off, he whines like a little bit.
Look at that. The releasing of the bulls on the front straight. All the people. There's the observation deck. And there's a swimming pool there as well. Back there are the donkeys. Come on, donkey! And there's the tower in the background. Cool, huh?
I don't know how tall it is. It is silly high, okay? We tried to get into the tower.
There's the tower. That's the tower in the track. That is so cool. Tower, look at that thing. I am going to climb that thing tomorrow. Tell me that's not beautiful. Look at that. 100%. We are going in the tower.
But the lines were like hours to get in. We just weren't going to stand in line to go stand on top of the tower. But next time we go back to Austin, I'm going to try to do the tower because it was super, super cool.
7 a.m. at the ranch. We are leaving for the airport in a couple minutes. Just packing up the final gear. This was a super special weekend. Really had a lot of fun. Great camaraderie with the guys. Racers are always an interesting bunch. Anyway.
Leaving was sad, you know?
On the way to the airport. Look at the Tesla factory. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. It's incredible. Oh my God, look at this thing. It goes on forever. And now we turned the corner.
We flew back on a Monday morning.
Here we are, Austin Executive Airport. That's badass. It's a jet.
Again, the private jet was awesome. You know, we get to the airport, we're all there, and let's go home.
That is the jet.
We piled onto the private jet and flew home.
Goodbye, Austin. Feel the thrust? Look how flat it is out there. That's our flight path.
For all of you crazy round earthers, that's what they say the Earth looks like.
That's funny. We're back.
Wrap up from our Formula One weekend. All in all, great experience. To that special someone, you know who you are. Thank you from the bottom of all of our hearts for making this happen. It was truly, like I said, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My first Formula One race, by the way. I've been watching them for years on TV. I've been wanting to go for a long time. And the problem with this is, like, the bar is set here now. Like, unless I do the same thing, it's gonna be like, you know, it's not as good as Austin was. We'll see you on the next episode. Remember, what do I always say? Like, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching the journey. See you soon.